Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm continuing with my Mariah Carey discography journey, and we have made it to the year 2001 when she released her 8th studio album, which is also a soundtrack album to the movie Glitter, in which she starred. Now, there is quite a bit of controversy surrounding this album and the movie. Apparently, I don't know too much about it. You guys know a lot more than me, but from what I've read over the years and what people have told me, the movie itself isn't very good at all. Apparently, it was a box office bomb. Even Mariah herself doesn't like it. The soundtrack itself apparently is the worst album in her discography, and the album itself was released on September 11th, 2001. So, lots of controversy, lots of negative press and publicity for this album and the music and the movie and even Mariah herself. So, I'm excited to get into this album and for my own opinion of it. But before we get into the album, yes, I do want to point out I am wearing glitter on my face. One of you commented on my prior Mariah Carey first listen video to her Rainbow album that I should wear glitter on my face for this video. And when I read that comment, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take you up on that offer. I'm definitely gonna wear glitter on my face. So I went to my local drugstore to see if I could find some glitter. Now, I went to the makeup section, which I have been in the makeup section before, but with my mom and my sister. I've never bought anything from the makeup section ever in my life. So this was a whole new experience. I was just looking for something that had glitter in it. And lo and behold, there was this display in the aisle. It was almost like it was waiting for me. And there was all this glitter stuff on the display. And I think most of it was from NYX Cosmetics, which, sorry for the glare, it's pretty horrible. But anyway, and this is it, this tiny little guy. And there were 3 different colors. There was bronze, silver, and gold. I got the gold one because I felt like I have blonde hair, so I felt like the gold would match. And really interesting. I mean, this tiny little bottle here was $12 Canadian. I don't know if that's comparable to other brands. I don't know if that's typically what you would pay for glitter when it comes to cosmetics. I've never bought makeup before, so I don't know. But anyway, I opened it and I literally got glitter everywhere in my bathroom. If you could see my sink right now, I mean, it's just glitter. There's glitter all over my body. I have glitter on my shorts, I have glitter on my shirt, on my hands, on my face, and my hair. It's like I had sex with a fairy, which would make sense because in some places in the world, I am considered a fairy. So anyway, this is it right here at NYX, a glitter quitter. It's a tiny little bottle. I'll show you kind of what it looks like. It has this little stopper, and this is what it looks like. Now I mean, I don't know, like, is this considered a lot when you buy glitter in the makeup section? And I wasn't aware that I had to buy a glitter primer, which I think from what I recall, there was actually glitter primer beside these guys. I didn't apply glitter primer. I just wanted glitter on my face, so I just bought this. I just applied it with my finger, and this is what I came up with. It took 2 seconds, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. I have some in my hair. Look at that shine. Look at that sparkle. I feel like Rapunzel, how her hair glows, has that sparkly shine to it. So if you guys want me to continue wearing glitter on my face for the rest of this Mariah Carey journey up until Me, I Am Mariah, I will do so in all the future Mariah Carey first listen videos. Bam, bam, ooh, yeah. And I do want to point out one more thing about this glitter right here. It's actually plant-based, so it is vegan, which is really cool. I've never heard of plant-based glitter before. But anyway, let's get into the album for Mariah Carey's Glitter. There are 12 tracks. Now, unfortunately, this album isn't on Apple Music, so I have to listen to it on YouTube. And as I'm looking at the track list, none of the songs look familiar to me. But like always, if I start listening to a song and it sounds familiar, I'll let you guys know. So let's get right into it with track number 1, Loverboy. Now, this is a remix of Loverboy. It's interesting to have the first track on an album be a remix. It's featuring Debrat, Ludacris, and Shauna. And 22. Did I pronounce that right? I hope I did. Okay, so that was track number 1, Loverboy, and I... This is definitely the most hip-hop sounding Mariah Carey song that I have heard up until now in her career. There were a few hip-hop sounding tracks from her Rainbow album, but this one definitely, I feel like, is a lot more hip-hop than anything we heard off of her Rainbow album, and I like the rapping parts of this song. I like Ludacris and Debra, Shauna, there's 22 as well. I like those parts, but when it comes to Mariah's part of the song, I felt like it paled in comparison. I didn't think her part was very memorable. It almost sounded like Mariah was the featured artist on the song, and I did not care for the song at all. And I usually love the opening track of any Mariah Carey album, but this one has to be my least favorite opening track of any Mariah Carey album so far. And as I'm talking to you guys right now, I mean, I already forgot what it sounds like. Let's just say this won't be a track I'll be going back to anytime soon. Anyway, let's move on to track number 2, Lead the Way. And I don't know, guys, do you think I was a bit conservative when it came to apply this glitter? I feel like I just should have went all out. I should have applied some on my lips and my eyebrows and my neck. So if you guys want me to continue wearing a glitter for the rest of these Mariah Carey albums, do you want me to take it a step further and apply more on my face? Or do you think this is fine? Maybe you think it's too much. I don't know. Alrighty, so that was track number 2, Lead the Way, and this was a good Mariah Carey ballad. I really enjoyed it. When I first started listening to it, I wasn't really feeling it, and I thought it was kind of boring and not very memorable. But once it hit that halfway point and she belted out those vocals, the classic Mariah Carey vocals, it captured my heart. I really enjoyed it. Her vocals were top-notch on this song, and that's why I like it. If it wasn't for the vocals, this could have been a very boring song, but because it's Mariah Carey, she lifted it up and she made it so unique, her own, and I really enjoyed it. This would actually be a song I'll go back to. It's a fairly good ballad. I mean, she has so many ballads at her disposal when it comes to her discography. So many ballads. And this isn't one of my favorites, but I still enjoyed it. So now let's move on to track number 3, If We, featuring Ja Rule and Nate Dogg. This song has 2001 all over it. Just pretend. What if I had a chance to do it all again? Sometimes someone who makes me feel like you used to. I never wanna let by your side, right by your side. Go through the pain, the love in another man. The truth is, nobody can love you like I can. And my love is pain. Alrighty, so that was track number 3, If We, featured Ja Rule and Nate Dogg, and this was, I feel like I would like this song if I was 11 years old, which back in 2001, I was in junior high. No, I was still in elementary school. So I feel like I would appreciate this song back then in 2001, but now listening to it, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, and it was reminding me of Always on Time by Ashanti just because it has Ja Rule in it. and it just takes me back to my younger years. This song in particular, I mean, I honestly didn't really care for it. I thought it was okay, but it's not really a song I will go back to. I don't think it's very memorable. Maybe back in 2001, I would have liked it more, but now in 2020, I honestly don't really care for it. So let's keep moving along to track number 4, Didn't Need To Turn You On. Alrighty, so that was track number 4, It Didn't Need To Turn You On. I don't know, I feel like, I mean, this is probably my least favorite track on the album so far. I like the production. I feel like the production was a highlight. I was getting into the production, but the actual song, the lyrics, the melody, no, I mean, it was like Mariah Carey was lifeless during this song. There's no passion in her voice. She's just reading the lyrics. It's almost robotic how she's singing some of these songs. My impression is that her heart isn't in it. I don't know, but that's just my impression listening to her voice. I've listened to all her albums up until now, and this is the first time where I feel like she just isn't passionate about the song she's singing. I mean, I love a good dance song that gets me up on my feet, but this one wasn't doing it for me. At times I felt like it was just noise. It was just noise. And then there was just some random vocals in the background that happened to be Mariah Carey. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but maybe you guys love this song. Maybe you guys love this album, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling this album. I wanted to be optimistic. I wanted to give this album the benefit of the doubt because so many people bash this album, so many people dislike this album. I wanted to like it, I really did, but we're only 4 tracks in, so I still have 8 more tracks to listen to, but the way it's been going so far, I'm not really into it. But anyway, let's keep moving along to track number 5, Don't Stop, Funkin' for Jamaica, featuring Mystical. I do apologize if I mispronounce some of these names. Okay, and that was track number 5, Don't Stop, Funkin' for Jamaica. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. I don't know, this was another song that I feel like all these artists that she has featured on these songs are overshadowing her, so she kind of falls into the background, which is surprising because this movie is starring her, Glitter, starring Mariah Carey. Yet all these songs, she is, in my opinion, very lackluster. All these featured artists outshine her. I mean, the parts that I'm remembering these songs are the hip-hop rap parts by these featured artists, not Mariah's parts. This song did get my body moving, I will say. I don't know, maybe I have to listen to the song again. Maybe I have to listen to this album again afterward. Let's move on to track number 6, All My Life. Alrighty, so that was track number 6, All My Life. And you know what? I actually liked this song. I liked the whispering where she's going, that was my favorite part, the whispering, and I like the production. I will say, I'm not vibing with this album, but I do like the production on this album so far. It is getting my body moving. This one is no exception. This one is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album, All My Life. I mean, I enjoyed the song, but would it be a Mariah Carey song I would go back to? You know what? I feel like it would be. So let's keep moving along to track number 7, Reflections, Care Enough.
Reflections of your love have come to wither. A picture fades of you and I together. And tried so many ways to keep our soul alive. Did you really care? Did you care enough for me? And the decency to give me love. Care just the slightest little bit for me. Why you let me down so helplessly? Come to you. I thought I'd do my best.
Okay, and that was track number 7, Reflections, Care Enough. This was a beautiful song, I will say, and I think this song is a lot better than a lot of the other tracks on the album. To me, it's not the most memorable thing in the world, and I don't know if it would be a song I would go back to. It's not one of her more memorable ballads, but I still enjoyed it. Compared to what I've listened to so far on the rest of the album, I feel like this might be a highlight. And so far, my favorite tracks on the album so far is track number 2, Lead the Way, track number 6, All My Life, and I'll even throw in track number 7, Reflections, Care Enough. So now let's move on to track number 8, Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, featuring Busta Rhymes, Fabulous, and DJ Clue.
Fabulous, Flip Mode, Wilma, M, Holla, Boss a Boss. I can do it in the mix. I'll even raise the privacy shade. Say Maya F.A.B.O. I know who else I do this to ride.
DJ saved my life.
Come on.
Come on, baby,
Come on.
say what you gotta
Gotta
get.
get up. Wilma, talk to her, Wilma. Yeah. What you gonna do? Talk to me. Time now.
Last night DJ saved my life.
Yeah. Where we going now? Come touch me, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Where you at? Come talk to me. One time. Come on. Come on. What you want now? What you want now? Yeah. What you want now?
You better hear what it's got to say.
Come on. Wait, yo. Come give it to me. Come on, shake that.
Yes, you know what? I really enjoyed this song. I thought it was a lot of fun. It was catchy. I love the production. I actually really liked Mariah in this song. I liked her voice in this song. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You know what? To me, this is one of my favorite tracks on the album. I felt like it dragged just a little bit. It was almost 7 minutes. I felt like it could have been shortened a bit. But if this song was on Apple Music, I would definitely add it to my Mariah playlist. I thought it was fun. And it was also memorable, so it's a win-win. So now let's move on to track number 9, Want You, featuring Eric Bennett. Already, and that was track number 9, Want You, featuring Eric Bennett. Is it Bennett or Benet? I'm so sorry. And this was, I enjoyed this song, and I'm definitely preferring the second half to this album than the first half. I mean, I don't know if this would be a song I will go back to, But for a first listen, I actually enjoyed listening to it. It was pleasant to the ears. I always like it when a female artist has a male feature or a male artist has a female feature. I just like the contrast of a male voice to a female's voice in a song. So let's keep moving along to track number 10, Never Too Far.
With me, it's too painful to. Never too far away. They can't take your place. Oh, we can never be in my mind. In our memories, I find solace. Nobody can take your place. Never too far away. Oh, we can never
Yes, the saving grace of this album, Never Too Far. Track number 10. Yes, I love a good power ballad. I love a good Mariah power ballad, and this song saved the album, in my opinion. Is this my favorite track on the album? I think it might be. This was classic Mariah, and this was a classic Mariah ballad, and I really enjoyed it. So we have 2 tracks left on the album, so let's get into track number 11, Twister.
She was kind of fragile and she had a lot to grab on. I'm imagining their fight. Twisting and threw it all away. As you were leaving, falling through and leave it all behind. So some way, got a lot to handle, but I guess this is my way.
Okay, that was track number 11, Twister, and this song reminded me of old school Mariah, classic Mariah from her Emotions and Music Box and Daydream album. I was getting classic Mariah vibes from this song, and it was taking me back to those albums. And I like this song compared to the rest of the album, especially in the first half. This song is definitely really good. And the second half of the album is definitely more ballad heavy. So now we have come to the final track of the album, track number 12, Loverboy. So this is the non-remix version. Track number 1 was Loverboy, the remix edition, and this is, I guess, the regular edition featuring Cameo. Alrighty, so that was track number 12, the final track, Loverboy, and I didn't initially say this when I listened to track number 1, the remix version of Loverboy, but this song definitely sounds like Heartbreaker, has that same production, aesthetic. She definitely is capitalizing on the success of Heartbreaker by releasing this track, Loverboy, which sounds like the little brother or little sister of Heartbreaker. I'm still not a huge fan of the song. I do like this version. Maybe I have to listen to the remix version again, but I don't know, I'm still not the biggest fan of this song. I just don't think Loverboy is as memorable as songs from her Rainbow album, and as to why I'm comparing the song to Rainbow is because the song does sound like Heartbreaker, so that's why I'm comparing the song to all the other songs from her prior album, Rainbow. So that is that. That is a Glitter from 2001. So, this album, definitely not one of my favorite Mariah Carey albums. I have to say it, this is probably my least favorite Mariah Carey album so far in my Mariah Carey discography journey. Up until now, I wasn't feeling it. The first half, I didn't think was very good. The second half was a bit better because it was more ballad heavy. I feel like the songs were more, I don't know, I feel like obviously she sang the songs really well the second half. She sang most of the songs fairly well, but I just feel like a lot of the features outshined her and she kind of fell back into the shadows of the production. When I look back at tracks like Loverboy and If We Don't Stop Funky for Jamaica, Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, I remember the features. I think of the features. I don't think of Mariah necessarily. I don't think of her vocals. I think of the featured artists that were on those tracks. I really like the production. These songs did get my body moving. And like I said many times, I did like the features. This album is definitely more hip-hop sounding than a lot of her prior work. So what did you think of the album? What are the highlights for you? Maybe you love this album. Tell me why. Maybe you hate it and you despise it, you hate it more than me. I don't hate this album. I don't think it's very memorable. It's probably at the very bottom of my favorite Mariah Carey albums. And I normally don't include music reviews from professional music critics in these videos. But I will say there was one person who said, where do I start? He said, an utter meltdown, the pop equivalent of Chernobyl. If you don't know what Chernobyl is, look it up. That's a pretty big diss right there. And then he went on to write, it's an embarrassment, one that might have been easier to gawk at if its creator wasn't so close to emotional destruction at the time of release. I did read that Mariah was going through some personal problems when recording this album and shooting the movie. So I don't know if that played a factor into the publicity of this album and how poorly it performed. Again, you guys know a lot more than me, so let me know in the comments. So what are your favorite tracks off the album, if any, and what did you think of the movie? Should I check out the movie? I kind of want to check out the movie now. Maybe I'll rent it tonight. So I think that's all I wanted to say. We will now be moving on to Charm Bracelet. And then we will be continuing on through the 2000s and then into the 2010s. So exciting stuff there. So thanks for watching, guys.
You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on Twitter, you can message me, you can tell me other artists I should check out. I'm open to any artist from any decade. I'm always discovering new music, and you can find me on Apple Music. That's where you can find my playlist and what I'm listening to right now.
So I will see you next time and stay safe. Bye-bye.